Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Some happy customers, good. So we have a lot of customers here, that's good to hear. I do a lot of presentations and I talk, all over the place, and I feel like when I speak to crowds like this, it's preaching to the choir. So we'll do a little bit of preaching to the choir, sorry, it's kind of what I do. The cool thing that has gone on over the past, I guess I started on Twitter April of last year, is we're really redefining customer service. Everybody in this room knew that social media was going to bring that control back to the customer. But we're actually showing, yes, that is happening, but we're also showing what companies can do to participate in that conversation. Twitter is one facet. We're actually in pretty much all forms of social media. So all the coverage that we've ever had has always been about Twitter. But we're in a lot of other places. Unfortunately, I have to still work on the stereotype that we have and talk about Twitter today. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when you talk about Twitter, any of the videos that are out there that show you what to do with it, not many people talk about search. And it's all about search. That's what makes it so cool. You can learn anything you want just by searching. And businesses could learn everything they need to know from their customers. You don't even need a focus group anymore. Literally, you can search very specific topics, and I've done it. Within our organization, when we see phone volume spike, the people that actually watch that first check Twitter to find out why. Twitter has made the world a much smaller place. We've seen it with the things that were going on in Iran, but the fact is it's happening in business too. It's the speed of light. And we can get information that used to take us hours before we might know what's going on, and probably 100 people, we can know with one person in 3 minutes on Twitter. So these are a few of the things. But let's start going through what businesses need to learn on Twitter. So let's see, my supervisor returned to the office today after 2 weeks of vacation, and now I remember exactly why I decided to resign. 2 more days to go. I love searching Twitter for some of the fun stuff. That pest control company sucks. The ants in my coworkers are still alive. I hate my job at M & Company. It sucks my soul away, so I'm quitting. Screw the money, I choose happiness. Haha, Comcast cares. I work at Smoothie King, worst job in the world. I don't get to serve smoothies, only clean tables. I hate my job. Twitter equals corporate watch. My boss sucks. Can I see you? Yes. You're fired. Why? Your Twitter page says I suck. So your employees are on Twitter, shouldn't you be? Oh, and by the way, I don't advise companies to do stupid things like fire someone for saying something on Twitter. I think it's actually a really dumb move, but that's me personally. People are going to talk. I think you have to listen to what they're saying and maybe do something about it, because they're trying to send a message. AT&T, by far the worst company out there. Hand out phones in my name and just about anyone, then do nothing to remedy this situation. United is nickel and diming me on my check-in, luggage, fee, express line, fee, anything but a middle seat, fee. All right, I have a thing about airlines. I apologize to the people at airlines. There's a few airline choices here. Sears is the worst company that I've ever done business with, and the customer service reps, not helpful or nice. You notice there's none in here about Comcast? United breaks guitars too. Now on YouTube. Seriously, is Jim Jones in charge of customer service at UAL? I had to add that in for Seattle, guys. Hate Delta. Take 8 coach flights and missing a connection is not a fair trade for first-class tickets with one stop to Bali. So the customers are on Twitter. Shouldn't you be as a business? Ah, yes, I work for Comcast. Yes, that's what I do. People tend to talk about me once in a while. I'm a good person. I'm just a customer service guy, very general, nothing special. I'm smart enough, and It's amazing what people will say. And doggone it, people like me. So, Motrin, how many people here know this story that Motrin happened? I'm sure many of you do. I'm not going to sit and play the video. If you don't, go to YouTube, check out Motrin Moms. One of the things about Twitter is things start on Twitter. I talk about this a lot. Watch any news story. It starts in places like Twitter or forums or Facebook. People talk about it somewhere else first. This is where you can get it. Now, if you're a business and this is happening to you, now this happened on Twitter on a Friday or Saturday, I believe it was, and then the YouTube video came out, and they didn't get anything going on how to deal with it. So then they have to respond, but they can't respond till Monday, Tuesday, whatever it was. And so they changed their website. This is great. With regard to the recent Motrin advertisement, we have heard you. On behalf of McNeil Consumer Healthcare and all of us who work at Motrin, please accept our sincere apology. We've heard your concerns. Now, the interesting thing to all this, they had this on their website for 2 months. So not only did people, who may have seen the video in the first place, they then drew attention to it all the way through for months. And ultimately, they could have actually easily addressed it at that first tweet. So it's important for companies to pay attention. Sometimes you just need a break, and Twitter's great for that. Twitter gives you a break all the time. So, I have a team of people, and we're on Twitter. We're on other spaces, too. One day, it was I think it was 4 o'clock Eastern time, Twitter went down. We all went to the bar. Now, to go with that break, it's great. If a company's on Twitter and you're representing your brand on Twitter, you get to learn a lot of different things, and you get to know what's going on. One of the best things to learn is free stuff. This example, when free pastries about Starbucks. I learned that. I was over at Starbucks that morning. So ultimately, it's a fun place for people in business to be because you're interacting in many ways and you're learning new things. All businesses need social media experts. And they're all over on Twitter. I heard someone tell me, there's 60,000 social media experts out on Twitter. And companies are all trying to figure out social media. I'm a simple service guy. I had no clue about social media. So, ultimately, they can go on Twitter and they'll find that social media expert that they're looking for. Your brand is trending. This is always fun when this happens and your brand starts trending. AT&T seems to be perennially, they're always there. And it's great because they have so much to say. It says the official AT&T Twitters. This is what it represents. So you kind of go through these things, and ultimately take part in the conversation. It's a very easy thing to do. JetBlue. A lot of stories out there seem to be what? JetBlue. Oh, Zappos. They talk a lot about Zappos, don't they? All the time. What are some of the other ones? Oh, Dell. Yeah, they talk a lot about Dell. In pretty much every story on Twitter, I think there's some of the brands. Oh, I can't stand hearing about this guy anymore. Ultimately, it's always the same brands that are out there. And there's a lot of great examples for these companies to actually listen and learn from. Whether it be any of those companies or a few others. But there's not other examples. We need more. So we need to show companies what they can do. And I think part of it, and this room could have a lot of control over that, are the tools that are being built right now. Because there are some exciting tools coming out. Much faster. We might actually get to the video. I don't want to get to the video. So anyway, the number one reason to be on Twitter. Anybody ever see this video, the telemarketing video by Chris? No? Good, we'll keep it that way. So Chris sometimes talks about Comcast. And we've gotten to know Chris quite a bit in the past year. And, it's nice to see some of the things that have happened. Chris is starting to talk a little bit more positive about us. I think it's because we've all become friends. He's even blogged about, look at the advertisements here. It's great. Chris, I want to thank you for all that. So I want, we get the chance to make new friends. I'm sorry, Chris. Blame Shauna. I said I needed a picture of Chris, and Shauna said, here you go. I went, I represent a brand. Should I be doing this? Oh, well. So I'm glad that you didn't see the video, but the thing about it is making friends, this space is all about relationships. And you make friends. It's a smaller place. And simply by interacting with these people, they get to know you a little bit, and you get to know them and their needs. And you can turn a lot of your detractors into your biggest raving fans. And so I think it is an amazing thing. All right, do you want to play the video? Do it. So this is actually, I have to admit, this is one of the funniest and my favorite video, because understand, we reach out to people on YouTube also. That's one of the other spaces we're on. So I've gotten to know Chris's videos very well, but I have to say this is my favorite video on YouTube. Oh, let me, hold on, you can back it up. You could pause it for 1 second. I'll preface it, because it's a 10-minute video, and we're not going to be able to play the whole thing. So, all right, well, let me set the tone. So we had a telemarketer who called up Chris to offer internet service. The interesting part is he was actually already on our internet service, and that's a whole other issue. So this is the nature of the conversation.
Okay, so wait, are you now servicing our area?
If we are, that I'm not exactly sure which areas are not serviceable. And
wait a minute, if you're not sure which areas are serviceable, then why are we talking? Because I'm telling you, I don't think I can get AT&T broadband here.
This is not AT&T broadband. This is Comcast broadband.
Oh wait, so you're selling me a service I already have?
Well, do you currently subscribe to Comcast's cable TV and cable internet?
Yes, that's how I'm talking to you, but I'm not talking to you over a Comcast phone. I'm talking to you over Vonage.
And do you also
does this come with free
Comcast digital voice?
Right, but does this come with the free traffic shaping program I heard about?
No, this offer does not include that.
It doesn't include that? Okay.
It does not include that.
Dang. All right. Well, that was the only thing I was hoping to upgrade to, because I've already got my phone services, being taken care of, and of course now I've really only got one choice in my neck of the woods for broadband, at least, in terms of the speeds that I'm pulling down. We're a Comcast business customer, and I thought that I had traffic shaping going on, but I don't know. I think it happens sometimes, like if I'm pushing a lot of like traffic through my what you guys call the gateway modem, like the router that goes through, sometimes the connection will drop and everything on the home network will kind of restart as the modem resets itself. And it seems to happen like if I'm trying to download like a Linux distro. And so I thought I had traffic shaping going on, but I want to make sure that if I change service, if you're telling me that it doesn't come with the traffic shaping, then I'm interested.
So, great video. If you have the chance, it's 10 minutes long. Watch it. It's hysterical. And if anyone from our PR department besides Shauna asks about this, I didn't tell you about it. So, anyway, I want to thank you for all the support that you guys have given me. I had the opportunity the other night to be on Chris's cam, and I had a lot of questions on all kinds of things. And, it was a lot of fun. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great day today.
Great job. Thank you.